You put a lot more thought into this than I did. I want to throw a disc and then shout at it.
Well, yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Susan was a great dog.
Susan was a glorious dog.
But the wind.
It could be
Never get a game of disc golf in Antarctica because you'd be like, it's gone.
You know, like when Lee's about to throw and you've took like 2 steps forward and 2 to the right, and you think he's going to late release this. I'm getting this square in the dick.
Every single time. Every single time.
Don't Google it.
Get some very They just broke it.
I broke myself.
That's brilliant.
I was like, let's just play this hole. And you were all like, nah.
This disc flew like the Millennium Falcon from Star Wars. It was upside down at one point. It turned like...
You're like, and honestly... I wish I'd have got you to see it. It was unreal.
That's brilliant when he just like, I need to make this putt, and he just throws the whole bag in the basket. It's really funny. I can't help but laugh.
It really went the other way. Every time you threw it, you'd be like, what's going that way?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, and welcome to episode 2. Season 3, that's the one. That's it. Here on the Disc
episode
Heads.
22, whichever way you
Episode
want to
20.
look at it.
I know, our catalogue is quite lengthy and amazing, but we're here on our YouTube channel here. That's exactly what she said. I agree.
I snuck that one under the radar.
You did not. This is why headphones are amazing now. Like, we've upgraded. We've all got headphones on. We can hear what people are saying, so... But yeah, anyway, I'm your co-host, one of them, Lee. Across the table from me is our good friend Ben. How you doing, Ben?
Yeah, I'm good.
Awesome.
Yeah,
and
I'm
then
good.
the man behind this podcast, because we can say that on this one, Dan. How you doing, Dan?
Yeah, good. Thank you, Lee. Yourself?
Yeah, not too bad. I'm really, really looking forward to this topic. But I also want to do a quick thank you to everyone who's like supported us as we've transitioned from my YouTube channel to our actual YouTube channel. So I really am grateful for that. Thank you for the support on downloading the podcasts as well as listening to it on YouTube. Also, remember, we always do a new video every Sunday. We just did one for Salty Forest, wasn't it, that we did?
Yeah.
I thought that turned out quite hilarious. And if you guys want to see what we're all about, then watch that video, because, you know, we are amateur disc golfs. Don't expect us to be like drilling, 100-meter putts and all this other stuff. It's just a group of guys having fun in a forest on a course, and that's exactly what Salty Forest is all about.
Paul Macbeth, we ain't.
Yeah, exactly. So, Dan, with that being said, what are we doing on this episode?
Well, we're going to mainly talk about tournaments. We've got a beginner tip, we've got disc of the week, we've got target acquired, we've got some dodgy rules, and we've got some quick-fire questions to fire it off. But first, because you can't listen to instructions,
okay,
and I said just introduce the cast, hand it over to me, and we'll handle it. Yeah. So firstly, we've got a new weekly format.
Okay, it is.
We've moved over officially to our proper channel.
We have.
Thank you for moving over with us from Lee's personal channel over to the Disc Heads channel.
Yeah.
Every Sunday, it's going to be a new video.
Yeah.
That may be a podcast, that may be a video, maybe a video like Salty Forest. It may be a video like a put-off. It may not be anything particularly special. It may be something really special.
They're all special.
It's like, they are, trust me. Yeah.
But yeah, weekly format.
Yeah, it's going to be premiering every Sunday at 12 p.m. English time. So I don't know where you are listening to this in the world. That's 12 p.m. English time.
But then there'll also be some odd bits and bobs thrown in there. A couple of shorts, a couple of extra projects that have not really got a series to them.
Yeah, we've got a few fun, like the shorts are really interesting because that's like a whole new thing for me, like a new format.
YouTube thing.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like we had, like, the first one we did obviously was the one with Rich's arms was brilliant. Like that, the grass of how tall was that grass? We couldn't keep the audio in of Dan and me swearing and laughing at him because we just felt bad for him afterwards. But the music it sums up exactly what you are. If you've ever played disc golf and you throw it into a bush, it's exactly what it's all
watch
about.
the full Salty Forest one, you'll see him lose a disc 3 times.
Just a few times.
I did watch that. It was very good.
I think my favourite one is when he tees off on one of the holes and he goes, I don't know where it's gone. And then Dan's like, and I go, I think I know where it went. And then you just hear Dan laugh. No, because off camera I'm like pointing at that giant bush over there.
What my favourite bit of the video is when Lee pretends to get bit by mosquitoes, so he didn't have to help us find a disc.
Oh, mate,
The count.
I'm not gonna lie. My leg looked like a dot to dot like surgeon leg. That and like 2 days after, like at work, they were like, "What the f- happened to your leg?" And I was like, "I got bit to crap by bugs when we played disc golf." And they're like, disc golf and bugs, interesting. So yeah, it was pretty fun.
Oh yeah, there's always bugs involved in disc golf.
Yeah, especially there. Gosh,
That'd be a subject in the future. Bugs we encountered playing disc golf.
bugs.
When we run out of things to talk about.
Yeah, exactly.
The best type of bug.
The best.
The only good bug is a dead bug. All right.
So jumping onto tournaments then. So
Yes.
are you ready for a tournament? So when or should you be tournament ready? Now the three of us, we were playing down Bedworth. Andy came along and went, "Hey boys, we're barely into disc golf at the point." He's just like, "Hey boys, why don't you come play this tournament?" We were like, "We're not tournament ready." He's like, "Just come and have a laugh."
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, go on."
And
then."
we all stupidly said yes.
So played a tournament this Saturday, just gone. We'll get to that in a bit later.
Okay.
But there was two guys that I played with.
Okay.
One had been playing for well over a year,
Okay.
and this was only his second tournament. And
Okay.
his other tournament was quite recent.
Right. Okay.
Another guy had been playing for about 4 weeks and had entered the tournament.
Oh, so one literally like a month. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like two real polar opposites. That's crazy.
Yeah. So at what point would you say you should have entered the tournament?
I don't know. I feel
Doesn't
like
matter really, I don't think. It's not like you're going to win. You're not going to like win the whole thing and become a superstar.
I think
Like,
it's good experience, ain't it? I think that's the
Depends
one
on how-
thing.
If the thing is, actually, realistically, if you enter a tournament early and you don't like it, just don't enter another tournament.
Yeah. It's like trial by fire. If you would you say then, Ben?
Yeah, I
for
mean-
you.
Just try it. If you don't like it, just don't do it.
Because I
Or
feel
go back and if you go, oh well, that was awful.
like what you're going to get from a tournament perspective compared to playing with your mates is you've got that added pressure, because it's like even though you're playing against your mates and all that other stuff, there's the added pressure of playing against someone who might be better than you, might be not as skilled as you, but then you do a lot more thinking in a tournament than you would do with your
And
mates
if,
round.
if you don't play with other people, how do you interact with other people within the sport other than through the internet?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's true. Yeah, that's true.
I think though, when I went to my first tournament at Gillies, there was this kind of like, oh, we're all going to be in the same category, so we're all going to be equally as bad, and it'll be
Yeah.
all right. But then people started stepping up to the plate and launching discs straight. And
Yeah.
I was like, I can't do that.
Nah.
I need this big field to like my disc back round.
It
Yeah,
brings me back to the flippy disc guy,
Yeah.
the Millennium Falcon guy.
the disc
Yeah.
wizard. Yeah,
Disc
Yeah.
wizard.
And we've seen stuff like that, like this guy, you explained the guy, like, it was impressive, weren't he?
yeah, and he was like, that was awful. I was like, I can't do that.
But
I can get it to go there.
It was like flipping it upside down and stuff, though, weren't it?
Yeah,
Like-
it was mental. It was doing about 4 flips. I might be overselling it, but it's what I saw. So
But I remember that tournament thinking, oh, yeah, we made a big mistake here.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because everyone seemed to be so much better than us.
Okay.
However, in recent tournaments, like the ones I entered this year,
Mm-hmm.
I've been a bit more like, okay, these are on my level.
On your level, yeah.
I'm finishing mid-card for my division.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I wish I waited a little bit longer, but getting that tournament experience in early
Mm.
made me realise that I enjoy tournaments.
But it was also because it was at Gillies as well. And Gillies is
there is nothing more harrowing than
trying to throw
playing Gillies.
playing Gillies, which is a
Let
very
alone-
wooded course.
Playing Gillies in your very first tournament.
Yeah. And it's like it's not an open course, so it can't be as forgiving.
You're playing Gillies essentially the first round with probably 3 people you don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's like
And Gillies does suck when you're early on.
yeah, because it's you're not used to I'm going to go into some woods and throw discs. Like if you want to learn disc golf, Gillies is probably a really good course to go learn, because it's wooded and it's very well, course layout is fantastic for wooded courses, but it is a very steep learning curve for newer players.
Also, that tournament, we were all just trying to throw it far.
Yeah.
That was still our goal. It wasn't
Yeah.
about accuracy, it was about distance.
Back
Yeah.
then, it was get it far to limit the amount of shots we have to take.
Try and keep it as straight as possible, if possible.
Not even that. It was
Yeah.
literally
Really?
go far
Okay.
because the basket is far away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basket far, throw disc far.
Throw this far, yeah.
But I think to answer the question when you should join a tournament, whenever you feel ready.
Okay.
And I've been thinking about this. So, in other sport, like if you said to me, like, it's the taking part that counts. In most other sports, I'll be like, shut up, Lee. Right? it's the winning that counts, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't enter.
If you're not first, you're last.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Right.
Keep popping.
And that is my competitive side. But what's the point? You don't start playing a game of football and go, well, if we draw, it'd be all right. No, you don't.
You
want to
win, yeah?
You
Okay.
want to
All
win.
right. Okay.
Like, I don't care if you're Argyle FC
Yeah.
playing against Man United. You go in that match to win because you want to show United up.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And if I was going to race against Usain Bolt, I wouldn't say I'm going to race against Usain Bolt. I'm going to go and lose against Usain
Yes.
Bolt.
I'm going to take the taking part in this race is what counts for me, because I get to go against a legend, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if it weren't Usain Bolt, there's someone really fast. I just want to get in the race.
Yeah.
Like,
You're like, I don't need this.
I don't need to lose to this. But with disc golf, I genuinely enjoy going to these tournaments, meeting new people, playing on new courses, having new experiences, and seeing how well I stack up against locals.
Yeah.
I love being a local.
This leads into my whole piece that I said to you
Yeah.
pre-tournament,
Yeah.
Okay.
which is quite simply, disc golf is a game against yourself.
Yeah. It is.
Consider
Oh, you've been told to shush.
this is quite a long conversation.
Yeah, but you don't
so,
remember how that conversation ended.
with me saying it would be good on the podcast.
And me saying it will be tip of the week.
Yes.
Ah, there we go. Sorted. All right then.
So
yes.
let's jump into tip of the week.
Beginner tip. I love it.
Beginner
So-
tip this week is being brought to you by Ben.
Yes, Ben. I'm
We had a
ready.
great conversation in the
I'm
week.
just hoping I can remember what I said.
Do you want cue cards? Because it's an
Well, I
audio
said it,
medium, so
but
it's fine. Oh, okay.
Scoring against yourself.
Yeah. Tip of the week. Disc golf is essentially a game against yourself. Doesn't matter how everyone else. If you consider it that it isn't a game against yourself, but essentially, if you play it as a game against yourself, then you're not going to be bothered how everyone else does, and you just focus on what you're doing. The minute you start looking at the scorecard and going, "I need something here," you're buggered, because you just start you overthink things, you start taking silly shots, and you just mess it up. We've all done it. We've all done it playing each other.
Yeah.
I've recently started I'm pretty good for that anyway, but I've started to be better at not being bothered,
Yeah.
and it's making my game better.
Yeah. So on Saturday, I was bottom of the card after round one.
Yeah.
And I just thought to myself, do you know what? I didn't score badly. +9 ain't bad on an 18.
The
No.
score is good.
Yeah.
The card, your scorecard was good.
Yeah. And I was bottom of the pack. Like, there's no male below me. And the second round, I just thought to myself, while you're here, it's a nice day. Enjoy the course.
Yeah.
Don't worry about your score. Don't even bother trying to count it. Just play some disc golf. Got a better score, and I managed to creep above the guy that was ahead of me, so I didn't finish bottom of the card.
Yeah.
Because I started playing against myself.
Yeah.
You're just playing your own game. It is quite simply, if you say to yourself, I'm not sure that'll work, maybe don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't worry because as I explained to you, if you play your game, then anything that happens to the score is on your opponents. Either
Yeah.
they've played a better game, or they've made mistakes. If you start playing
Their game.
you will lose.
Yeah, and 1 point below Lee, I need to start looking for that birdie.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Just play my game.
Just play your game.
Wait for Lee to
Mess up.
late release.
Yeah, late release. Kill
Wait
it.
for somebody to drop a shot
Yeah.
Yeah.
and just make it up on that hole.
Yeah,
And then do it
100%.
And then the next hole you do it again. And that's how I was playing the last time we played Bedworth and I was leading the card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just letting you guys drop holes,
Yeah.
go
Yeah.
chasing birdies, and I was just playing pars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You just play your own game. You just play your own game.
Yeah.
Tip of the week. That's a pretty
You have
good
to
one.
Pick up a bogey, you pick up a bogey.
Tip of the week.
Good job, Ben. Well done. You're getting a golf clap for that one, bro. Good job. Sick. Okay. So
Yeah, well...
back to tournaments then, because obviously...
well,
Or are we
Ben's
moving?
completely through the...
Did he throw a spanner?
Yeah, the
into the-
order's
oh,
all
sweet.
completely messed up now.
Oh.
Tip of the week, we're for another about 4 segments.
Oh, God.
So let's jump into more tournament stuff. So
Okay.
how tournaments are set up.
Right.
So there's 2 ways that they'll order the card.
Okay.
You tend to be put with your... So there's several groups, right?
Okay.
You got your male pro,
Okay.
MA1, which is mixed amateur 1,
Okay.
mixed amateur 2, 3, and
So,
4.
quick question then. What's the deal with the numbers?
Well,
Amateur.
The lower number, the better you are.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Right. Gotcha.
So-
Okay.
So if you're an MA1, you're 1 step away from being a pro.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. So the bigger the number is, like you're basically balancing
Yeah.
your skill level effectively. Got you.
MA4 is the real amateur category.
Yeah.
If you played for a week, MA4.
Yeah.
Now, somebody obviously didn't explain this to the guy that I actually come above on the card because he had put himself in MA2.
Okay.
And sitting in the MA4 category, I came third. If I'd sat in the MA2 category, I would have came second.
Oh.
And with them to have come into the MA4 category, I would have dropped down to 4th because they probably should have been.
Yeah.
Not probably.
They should have been in
definitely-
MA4.
Yeah.
Okay.
We all played MA3 at Gillies, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Yeah. Because we didn't understand the system then.
No.
That was our one and
That
only
was-
tournament at
that was-
MA3.
Yeah, because we looked at it and went like, we're all 3. Yeah, we'll go in there. All of us. There's
Yeah,
enough
We read the
spaces.
description and we were like, yeah, we're definitely
We're 3.
Yeah, if you go online, it kind of says like, oh, if you play once in a while, you're MA4. If you practice every week, then you're MA3. That is not true.
Yeah.
that is a false statement.
Been practicing every week for gone 2 years.
Yes.
And
Still MA4.
still MA4.
Yeah. Filthy casuals, as we love to call it. Love it.
It all depends on how good you are. Like,
Yeah.
Don't worry about how often you play. You could play once a month and be absolutely fantastic and deserve to be an MA1. Yeah, crack on.
Enter your
Like,
first tournament, MA4. If you do bad, stay at MA4. If
Yeah.
you do really good,
yeah, you
go to
smash
MA3.
MA4, apologise to some people,
play MA3.
and play MA3.
Simple as that.
And do what we just said. We didn't know the number system because it's genuine. Like, when I looked at it when we were signing up for Gillies the first time, I was like, how did you come to 3? But I never really asked you about it because I was like, pro, that makes sense. And then MA, I was like, mixed amateur. Okay, that makes sense. But then the numbers after it, I was just kind of like, oh, are these the different leagues because they're going to have different people in them? So that my thing was they just grouped people together. And like with us all being in 3, I was like, oh, we all get to play with each other possibly on a card or whatever. Nope.
No,
That's not how it works, Lee.
yeah, not the case.
Not the case at all.
So you then go to starting. Now,
Okay.
They try and put you in the first card. They try and put you with other MA4s or MA3, depending on what you've decided to pick.
Right.
Hopefully you listen to our voice and you picked MA4 if you're going to in your first tournament. But yeah, they try and put you with other people of your skill set.
Mm.
And now there are 2 different types of starts to a tournament.
Okay.
We've only ever experienced the one.
Right.
There's the golf start. We have never experienced the golf start.
Okay.
Golf start
Sounds
is
awful.
just like golf.
Tea times.
We have tea times. Everybody starts on hole 1 and works their way around to hole 18.
Yeah.
Now that is really, really uncommon because
Yeah.
it's time consuming.
Yeah.
That's a long one.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Milton Keynes had a golf start this year.
Did they?
Yeah,
Okay.
for one of their rounds, and then their second round was shotgun start.
Yeah.
So
I
the
mean,
other- So the other type of start is a shotgun start. Now, shotgun start, it's nice and simple. You get told what hole to be on. You go to said hole, and that's the hole you start on, and you finish on the hole below that. You start on hole 11, finish on hole 10.
Gotcha.
Start on hole 6, finish on hole 5.
Yeah.
Nice and simple.
Yeah, it kind of works as well if you have like a huge amount of people as well, like a large group of people.
Yeah.
That's what it was like at. What was it the?
Every tournament we've been in.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
I controversially don't think that golf starts make sense in any tournament.
Not even golf.
Not even golf.
Yeah, it's a weird one. Like I've been in golf tournaments, and it's like you have a specific tee-off time, but you also are well prepared that you know you're going into whatever weather you're going in. So you know if it's going to be windy, you know where you're going to be hitting the ball and all this other stuff. So you're really well prepared. But also at the same time, it's golf, so
Yeah.
it's brutal. Period.
So scoring, if you're going to enter a tournament, a PDGA tournament, which most of them are,
Mm-hmm.
you need to download the PDGA app.
Okay.
Now, it used to be that only 2 people on the card had to score.
Yes.
But in America this year, they introduced that everybody in the card had to score.
Yes.
And Britain's going to follow suit next year.
Oh,
I
okay.
thought we did that at the last
Yeah.
tournament I played.
Yeah, so now tournament season's almost over.
Yeah.
It's better to say everyone's scoring anyway.
Yeah.
But in the last few tournaments I've played, they've said, why don't we all score to get used to the idea?
Okay.
Because next year we're going
'Cause it's
to
changing.
have to all
Gotcha.
score.
Okay.
So everyone takes score. It's a really good system, actually. The moment somebody puts a 3 in when they've actually bogeyed,
Everybody gets a notification.
everyone gets a
that something's
notification
wrong.
saying,
Saying like,
one of you dickheads didn't get that
yeah.
right.
What? The one with me, I always hate because I do it multiple times, especially at Stonehenge. Was I just forgot people's names. So I kept
Solid.
Yeah. So I would like put in their score, but then the thing is as well, when their score changes, they move up the card as well.
That's what my problem was.
Yeah, and so I keep
So
putting it in, and they kept doing.
I knew
it's
everyone's
so
name
confusing.
as long as they were in the same position on the scorecard.
Exactly. So they're like,
Order.
Lee, we got it wrong, and I was like, oh, so and so, I got those names mixed up. I'm sorry, guys. And they just kept laughing towards the end of the round. They were just like, you're really shit with names. I'm like, yeah, I am. Now more responsibility is coming onto this guy for keeping the scores. But it was all right eventually, as soon as you kind of were like, oh yeah, I just got to be careful of like inputting, because yeah, the warning system makes a lot more sense. But yeah, it's how it works. So I don't know, I feel like it's a good, I think everyone's scoring keeps everyone a little bit honest, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I think that's the best way of putting it, isn't it? Everyone's. But then again, if you feel like you want to cheat in disc golf, that's pretty low. Like, come on.
Yeah, it's a community-friendly sport. Come on,
Yeah,
guys.
like, calm down.
But there's
Like,
got to be a way.
there's got to drone, like the episodes ago when you said we need to create new discs, drone discs. That's what you need, Ben. That putter. Why does it buzz? You don't need to know. It just goes dead straight and in all
I
the
was
time.
thinking about this. Right.
What, drone discs?
No, I was thinking airbag.
What, like airbag? Like how?
I don't know. So something
Right.
on the underneath of the disc, right?
Right.
So when you launch it,
Okay. Well, like a hovercraft thing.
no,
No.
when
Okay.
it hits the ground, it like and gets pinged a bit further. Right?
That could either work going forward, backward. It could go anywhere, couldn't it? Really.
It's chaos, but
It's a
yeah.
chaos disc. I like it. I like the thinking.
My theory is you could like throw a putt up to the basket and it could be puffed into the basket.
Oh, it's going wide. If I press it, I know it shoots left.
Yeah.
Interesting. I like it. I like it a lot.
Or like one of them systems like on the shuttles.
Yeah. Yes. just a bit of pressurized air.
Yeah.
Mate, that is insane. They'll be like, what's that disc? You're not seeing nothing here. This is a science experiment. Yeah.
Disc of the week.
Disc of the week. Okay, disc of the week.
Insert jingle here.
Insert the jingle. There's Ben's lovely voice and jazz music.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Right. Me, I'm gonna be very boring, and I'm going to say a disc I said quite recently, actually, which is kind of funny to say. The Cax. I'm really enjoying throwing the Cax, the 6-speed, which
Yes, good disc.
it is a fantastic disc. I'm really enjoying it. I forget the numbers off the top of my head, but they're on the screen now. Obviously, if you're watching this on YouTube.
6.5,
Okay, Ben Rayman knows something.
0.2 maybe.
Maybe it's a 6-speed. It's a good disc.
The CAX is different to the CAX Z though.
Yeah, you have a CAX Z and I have a normal CAX. It's a Casterplast disc as well, which we've said multiple times on this podcast. If we go back and wanted to start all over again, we probably all would choose Casterplast.
The CAX is a 6503.
6503. Yeah, I use it for mainly right now. It's a decent like long approach shots that I found using it because funny enough, it's a mid-range. I've started using it a lot for that.
The CAX Z is a 6502. So
Okay.
I know the discs that I've got.
Yeah. So I'm enjoying it, throwing it that. I'm throwing it a lot sidearm because it can come back quite nicely. It's just a really, really consistent disc.
Good.
I like it. And not that I've just made it look like a mystery icon from Mario as well. Like, it's just really cool.
You're actually going to put yours on the screen?
Yeah, sure. Why not? There you go. There's my disc. And that's what it looks like. And yes, it is permanent marker and paint pens, which, is controversial, but funny enough, it didn't change the weight of the disc. Crazy.
As long as it don't change the weight of the disc.
I know. That's what I talk about in a not too distant future, possible video coming out on our channel soon, which is cool. So, CAX. It's pretty awesome. It's a cool mid-range, and it's Casterplast, so the plastic's good. Like,
Yeah.
all of us rate their plastic like a ton.
One
like,
of the best.
One of
Yeah.
the best. So,
Oh, yeah, definitely.
so
I want to go next.
okay.
I want to go with a disc. I've already had a disc of the week, but technically I'm still not cheating.
Okay.
So I'm going to go with a Valkyrie, which is a 9.4 -2.2.
Yes.
But I'm going to do this because I love the Valkyrie in baseline plastic.
The DX. We love a bit of DX. We always play the music, so it always will happen.
But because I love it so much in DX, I went out and brought it in Star and Champion.
You went is that all of them?
I've got all versions of the Valkyrie plastic. Yeah.
Does it come out in Halo?
Star?
I don't think it is in Halo.
Oh.
If it is, I need one.
Okay.
I'm one off completing the set on the Leopard. To be fair.
I love this. Yeah.
But you could probably contest to this with the Leopard. Each of them discs are different.
Yeah, plastics. We covered it ages ago and still
But-
confuses me.
Yeah, they're all very good discs, and I use them for very different reasons. But tournament-wise, I reckon I pulled out a Valkyrie every single hole.
Are they
Really?
the same
Yeah.
weight?
They're roughly the same weight. They're all 170 something. I don't know if they're exact.
So it's just the basic. The plastics changed and the weight's roughly almost in the same ballpark. You're saying?
Yeah.
Because mine are very different.
Oh yeah. Your leopards are all
Well, I've got
shapes
two,
and sizes.
147 leopards and a 171 leopard.
Yeah.
It's mad.
So I need a 160 champion leopard.
Yeah.
There we go.
You can get champion leopards.
I just need it at about 160.
Yeah.
166, I think.
Fair. No. So why Valkyrie? Obviously, for ages, I can say
It's
from
just a
us
great disc.
group, yeah, it became like your driver for a
So
very long
My
time.
DX is dead straight.
Yeah.
I can pinpoint that from a distance. The Star has got a very straight line and then a tiny little dip to the left at the end.
Okay.
And the Champion is just a monster for bending left and then snaking back to the right.
Okay.
I actually threw it at the tournament around a set of trees, and one of the guys went, "I wish I had that shot." And I was like,
Buy this.
then I was like, "What do you mean?" And he was like, "Oh, that whole like going around to the left and dipping right at the end." And I was like, "It's not me, mate. It's that disc."
Yeah.
I throw that disc the same as I throw every other disc, and it just does it for me.
It's like I say about the Raptor. If you all guys threw the Raptor, you could throw it dead straight, but it will go hard, like handbrake left. It will go like, "How you doing, Tokyo?" It will literally do that. Ben, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what it
Find
will
out.
do with you. It might go the opposite, obviously, because you're left-handed.
We'll find out.
Let's go on then, Ben. Disc of the week.
I'm going to pick one that I've not even thrown yet.
Oh,
Ooh,
Oh.
your new toy.
My up dog.
your
Uh-oh.
up door. I love the name. It's so interesting.
Do you reckon you can actually pronounce it up, dog?
No, it's iDog. But I said up dog because I was hoping one of
yeah.
you guys would say what's up dog, and then we'd have a funny joke. But
Sorry. Oh,
you
sorry.
both-
1 second.
You both killed it.
What's
it's
up,
over.
dog?
So,
It's done.
This is brand spankingly new, hey?
yeah. Another 7-speed for the bag, of which there are maybe 8.
Okay.
Sweet.
You have 8 7-speeds.
It might be 6.
Wow. I thought we collected 9s a lot, but Ben
I collect
is
7s.
up there. You collect 7s.
5 minus 0.5. So it's 7.5 minus 0.5, 2.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing this fly.
Me too.
That's very similar-ish numbers to the disc you gave me, but you hate that FD with a passion.
Yeah, but
it's
made in China.
No, it's not made in China.
It is.
So why this then, Ben? Because obviously we were talking for a while back that you like your 7 speeds.
7 speed's the best speed.
Yeah, for you. I think 7s is solid because even Dan, you love your River.
Is that a lot? Anything between 7 and 9 I'm happy with.
Yeah.
Richard was saying that 7 speeds are really good.
Yeah.
Like 7 speeds are really good.
7 speeds are good for, so anything above a 7 I have to start putting I have to put effort into a 7, but anything above a 7 I have to put actual effort in.
Right.
I throw a 10
Yeah.
and I'm like literally launching my own arm off.
Okay.
7s are the best.
Yeah, so
Right.
7s have that kind of like I can just concentrate on my body movement rather
Okay.
than trying to concentrate on getting that whip in my arm as well.
Okay.
So I do actually agree with Ben. 7 speeds are actually probably the best speed.
Solid.
And Casterplast, as we've said before, it's up there.
Plastic's
yeah.
good.
We could all argue that our favourite disc makers are the best disc makers.
But
We'd
we'd
probably all put Casterplast second.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not going to argue on that front.
Oh yeah.
I think, like,
as far as consistency and the quality of plastic as well, I've not seen a Casterplast disc yet where I'm like, that feels a bit.
no, they don't exist.
Yeah, they all feel rugged,
Yeah.
just the right amount of tacky.
Yeah,
They've got a lot of... I like the grip. It just feels right for
They're-
like
they're
something.
just right, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just another K1.
Yeah.
I'm like a K1 snob.
Yeah,
I look,
K1
I
snob.
look down on you boys with your K3 bergs.
In K3 Bergs.
I love him.
I look down on
I've got K2 and a K3.
What have I got? I've got a
You
bin
got-
lid
you
plastic
got
one.
K3.
Is that... yeah, so I've got a...
Peasant berg.
All right, sorry. The white mint imperial is amazing. I love that thing.
I've got
The bin lid.
creme de la creme of bergs. The
And then the-
K1 bergs.
Gummy one I have. The gummy one. So you want it... What made you want to get this disc then?
Because it's a 7-speed by Casterplast. It says it all.
Is
Like,
that on it? Because they haven't done a 7-speed either.
I don't think so.
No, this is like their first 7-speed, which is kind of mad to say
It's-
looking at
I
their...
think they've just re-released it because it's not... Because if it was a brand new disc, what colour would it be?
What? Orange?
No.
I don't know, because I'm thinking of
Do you
your
not know
colours.
this?
No. What?
Do you
What's
know
the joke?
this?
They come out in yellow.
No. Mint green.
I didn't know that.
First run...
Always
Casterplast
mint green.
discs, I'm sure that's true.
Okay.
And last run is like dark green.
Oh, sweet.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure that's true.
That's pretty cool.
that is a cool
We need to
little
look that
thing.
up.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's true.
That actually just stamp first run on it and be happy they did that.
Yeah. I'm intrigued by that. No, because I know they haven't... Because that was the one thing... Because when you said you were looking at it, I looked into it, and a lot of the guys that were saying that online were talking about it was like, they've not done a Speed 7. But then when you look at what discs are in the Speed 7 category from all companies, you're kind of like, what's going to make that different?
We are still in that idea though. We ever make this, our first one's gonna be in like pink.
Like a
fluorescent
mad
pink.
cool colour. Yeah. And then the last run is like a colour that
No,
is desirable.
no, the colour is brown.
Oh, should we do a brown? Because it's a colour. Because it's a crap colour. Yes.
Brown with speckles of green in it.
Oh, mate. Brown with bits of
First
sweet
run,
corn.
mint green.
That's it. Brown with sweet corn on it. That's what it is. That's the last
This
run.
is their first run 5-speed currently on eBay for £40.
Yeah, it's insane. That's mad.
Mate.
But then again, that's what we should do. If we did do this, it should be the last run. It's brown and it's got a bit of yellow in it. Like, love it. It all
Yeah.
works together. Just taking the mick. Love it. Perfect.
We are the music makers, and we are the dreamers of dreams.
Hi there, guys. Lee here from this lovely podcast. Are you enjoying the episode? If you are, please leave a like. A like is much appreciated. If you're listening to it on Podbean, give us a follow and comment below. That'd be awesome. If you're watching it on YouTube, why not feel like subscribing and, giving us a like or commenting below your thoughts on the episode so far or some of the topics we bring up. And also, why not even hit that notification bell to get all the notifications from this channel? Yeah, that's the one. And without further ado, guys, I will shut up and let you continue listening to this fine podcast.
So on that note, favourite tournament so far?
Mine's easy.
Yeah, go on then.
The one that wasn't Gillies.
Played a few that's not been Gillies.
It's true.
Have I? I've played 2 tournaments.
You only played the 2?
Wait a
I can't
minute.
think of any more that I've
You
played.
played Mountain Mowbray.
Yeah.
You played Gillies.
Yeah.
Did you play Cotswolds?
No.
Then you entered Bristol but had to go home.
Yeah,
for
we
personal
didn't-
reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've
That's
not-
gotta be
You've
it.
not played any this year, have you?
No. Wait a minute. Wasn't that?
We did 4 last year. We did Gillies twice last year. And
Wasn't
you
Melton this year?
Melton was this year.
Yeah, I played that one.
So what was the 4th one we did last year?
I don't know.
Played Gillies twice.
Yes.
We played Bristol.
Yes.
Cotswolds.
And we played the Cotswolds.
Cotswolds.
So this year we played, Mountain Mowbray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair.
So your favourite one was Mountain Mowbray.
Yeah.
Why?
Because it wasn't Gillies.
I literally love
Because
this.
I could have read his mind then. No,
I literally love it.
Asking.
It was an open course.
Yep.
The sun was out.
Yep.
It wasn't Gillies.
Yep.
I love this. If you're listening for the
The
first ever
bloke who ran
time,
that one was real nice as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real sound.
We
guy.
got a beer.
Yeah, got a beer.
Yeah.
when we walked in. You got 2 beers.
I got 2 beers, which I drank on the course. Not on in rounds, but between rounds.
yeah,
Between rounds, he sank 2 beers.
I was loads better.
It's actually a nice beer as well. wasn't
Really
it?
good, yeah.
There's something about. Was it a craft beer?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's called a frisbee beer.
It was good.
Oh, okay.
Good beer.
Okay.
Good beer.
I had to take mine home because I was driving. It's still a good beer.
I had Richards, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
Ben,
people were all
yeah.
right.
Got a snap towel.
Yes, that's great.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, and you was on a couple of good cards, weren't you?
yeah.
Like people you got on with, and yeah.
And I got to bust,
yeah.
got to bust out some fun rollers, show them off.
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Lee, favourite tournament so far?
I'm gonna say it was probably gonna be. I think just the atmosphere and the polar opposites of good and bad would probably be the Stonehenge one. That tournament, I really enjoyed that. It was stupid early start for us because obviously we live in the murky Midlands. To get there, it was like 3-something hours, and we got up really early.
I think we left at like 6.
Something stupid, and then we got there, and then it was really nice. The people were really friendly, and then we saw like the community they've built there, which is phenomenal. Really, really awesome. And then I basically had a tournament that was both good and bad, which is pretty much disc golf. So like.
You shouldn't have sat down halfway through.
That killed me, yeah. And that's
What was this at lunch?
Yeah.
yeah. I had a
We sat down for a barbecue. For some reason, his legs just went. No, I'm not.
I
anything else
literally kid you not. First round, Rich was with me on rounds 1 and 2, and he'll attest to this. I'm not going to ring him up because he'll probably forget. But it was number 1, I did okay. Number 2, I did really well. And then everyone's like, we're going for lunch, and I immediately went like, I'm warm now. This is I'm playing really well right now. And then literally round 3, I didn't know what universe I was on, Ben. I'm pretty positive I hit every tree.
Spiked the burgers, so Lee didn't win.
Well, no, I didn't. I had my lunch, but then I literally sat down and my whole body just seized up, and I didn't even joke with Dan. Like everyone's like, "Why is everyone getting up?" I was like, "I can't move. Like my legs are just done." They're like,
On round 3, I passed Lee and was like, "How's your round going?" He just shook his head.
it's like, mate, it's horrible.
So I just shook his head.
And then I also, as soon as Dad finished that conversation, I lost my genius in a bush, and it's still up there. And a gentleman's collected it now, which is great. So he's going to post it to me soon. But I literally threw it in a bush.
You'd enjoy Stonehenge. I do.
It's a great course.
If we do go and do that next year, I'm going to convince you to come with
One
us.
of my main reasons, it's not the main reason, a very good reason that I don't like to play tournaments is I'm not getting up that early on a Sunday. It's not happening. I'm not doing it.
Fair.
Fair play.
Okay.
And if I do, I'm not leaving the house. Like,
But yeah, no, I think if we did Stonehenge next year, we'd go and camp out the night before anyway.
Yeah.
I think getting up that early and travelling was a mistake.
Yeah, I feel like because we've got like contact details with the guys and stuff, we can probably film some stuff with them and do some fun stuff like the night before and stuff, and then play the tournament. And
Yeah,
do
but I
some
think
fun
you'd
stuff.
enjoy it because it's your type of course where
It's
more. You don't need that. Not that you can't throw distance, but you don't need that big distance. It's more about accuracy. So therefore,
There's
I
a few-
think
yeah.
you'd actually sit
do they cut the
high.
grass?
They did cut
Yeah.
the grass, yeah.
That's all that matters.
It's all that matters. They cut the grass. They
Can't
went
roll
down.
a disc if there's long grass, Lee.
Okay, that's true. That
You need
is
that,
true.
you need that good cut.
You need
Yeah,
that
good
good cut.
My favourite was actually the tournament we played on Saturday,
Which was which one?
You loved that.
which was the UK Women's Disc Golf and Masters UK Finals. But then
That's a mouthful.
Yeah, I know. Then there was an open side to it as
Okay.
well, so I entered the open side.
Okay.
I was not in any finals.
So you had what the women's like thing going on
Women's
as well, and on
finals,
top of it.
the Masters going on,
Okay.
then finals, and then there was an open on top of that.
Okay.
I went in any finals, just entered the open,
Yeah.
had some fun. Great course. I love that course anyway.
Cool.
It's even better when you've not got actual golfers smashing balls at you.
Yeah. Yes.
It's it's a good course. It's a forgiving course.
Okay.
Again, like Stonehenge, you don't need big distance throws. Like it's more about accuracy than
Yeah.
it was about
As
distance.
a proud member of Shot 2 gang,
Yeah.
I do enjoy a forgiving course.
But it was just so well run.
Cool.
And actually, we talked about Martin Mowbray and Ben having two good cards. He played with a lady called Zoe on his card, and she was the one running.
Legend.
Yeah, she was the one running this
Okay.
event.
Oh, sweet.
And it was fantastic. Couple of free gifts when you walked in. Got a whale and some stickers.
Cool.
A whole whale.
A whole whale.
A whole whale. Well, those are the
Um,
talc bag things, right?
Yeah, the talc bag
Yeah.
things.
No, it was a genuine whale.
You just walk in with a whale.
Yeah, collect your whale on the way.
I don't know what you're going to do with this, boys, but there's a whale out
There's a
there.
whale out there waiting for you.
Brilliant. And everyone was just so friendly. Everyone was just so nice. It was one of them really good days. Prizes for CTP was good. There was a good raffle.
Good.
Yeah,
It was insane from what you were telling me.
me. And
It was really good.
An 80 quid bag, like unreal.
That's mad.
And
We know
then-
this because our boy Rich did very
and
well.
Richard got the CTP, but we'll talk about that in a bit.
Okay, got you.
But absolutely fantastic. There's a really, really good atmosphere.
Okay.
Good prizes for winning your division. You got £20 Amazon voucher,
Cool.
and a towel.
Towel.
Yeah.
Can never have too many of them.
Then it was only £10 to enter. All of the tournaments we entered.
That's
were 20
really
plus.
good.
It's insane, ain't it? When you
So-
think about the
and they
price
had
of
a
it.
£10 raffle. So that's why me and Richard entered the raffle because
Because it's another. Yeah.
it was only costing us the 20 quid we used to paying, and then that
What was it?
£10
£10.
raffle.
How many tickets?
One ticket,
Yeah.
but you was guaranteed a prize worth £10.
Nice.
Nobody walked away with less than 2 discs, apart from me. You walked away with that desktop thing. That's
Brilliant.
25 quid. No.
He's now got disc golf at work.
Oh, there was one woman. There was a bogey prize. It was the Shiwi, and the first woman that got drawn out was one of the women that helped organise it. So she took the Shiwi.
Fair enough.
No,
That's wow. Yeah, like the prizes and all the other fun stuff. I think
Mate.
that's really good.
but it
The
was just,
big prizes are phenomenal.
yeah, it was just a really, really good day.
Yeah.
The next one they're organising,
Mhm.
which they said would be probably between March and May,
Okay.
and they're going to have a disco as well.
Oh, I'm in. We're gonna have to go.
Oh, wait, I love the fact that the moment a disco got mentioned, Lee's like, I'm in.
I'm in. I love a good boogie. I love my dad dancing.
Disco golf.
Exactly.
Disco golf.
Do we bring back the wig?
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
I feel like I've just created something.
Just invented a new sport.
Bow.
You ever seen disco football? Where you have to consistently dance? There's a YouTube video for you later.
There we
Ben.
go, Ben. Sweet.
I'm going
I
to
like
start
that.
working on the rules for disco golf.
Brilliant.
So, target acquired.
I think I see him. Wait for my mark. Target acquired.
Yes.
So Lee actually said to me this week, "Oh, don't need to do a target acquire because none of us nearly hit anybody." However,
Oh, hello.
it wasn't one of us. But
Oh.
this is and it links into tournament. So
Okay.
had a tournament on Saturday.
Yes.
Now we spoke about shotgun starts earlier, so we were aware what shotgun starts are.
Yes.
You should always wait for the card in front of you to move away from the T-pad.
Great advice.
Now this guy had quite good accuracy on his discs, hadn't thrown this far all day, and he actually even asked us and went, "I'm not going to hit them now, are we?" And we're like, "Nah."
Excellent.
And he was inches away.
Really?
No, not by their feet. Like it would have like been an ankle clipper, but still inches
It
away.
was almost blooming egg.
But there were a couple of times when like you just kind of stood there and suddenly a disc has appeared like within a couple of feet of you. Like, where did that come from?
I did feel like when going back to tournaments as well, when we first played our first Gillies tournament as well, throwing some of those.
Gillies
discs.
is carnage. It's just everyone walking around in a circle, throwing discs that essentially go through bushes.
It's
because
true.
They never stick to the path.
I
They end up on your green, and you're like,
Yeah, I feel
where did
like
that come
what is
from?
it? It's like
Yeah.
we always call it like a Vietnam flashback because it's like being in Vietnam. It's just mad.
It is a good course, but it
Just-
is mental.
just-
because,
you
they,
know.
because they don't play the simple course at Guinness, they play the tournament course. They got a lot of people wandering around going, "Where's the T-pad?"
Yeah. Where did my disc go? I have no idea. Like, yeah, we don't bash Gillies. We just love it.
Yeah, we
love
It is-
Gillies. Here we go.
I do bash Gillies. But
You
it
bash
is a good
Gillies,
course.
but it is a good course. Like
But
Ben,
it's hard
banter.
work.
It is
Like,
banter for Ben.
It is, yeah.
It's hard work. You should definitely not be playing Gillies unless you've got some confidence in your skill.
Yeah. Unless you want to like really learn trial by fire, go be a part of that community.
Their amateur course is brilliant. The
Yeah.
80G, I think it is, and
Yeah.
that's a great little course. You can't go too wrong with that one. But if you want to go and play blue tees, then
Yeah.
be ready to be frustrated.
No, 100%.
If you go to Gillies not realising how frustrated you're going to be,
Oh,
then
yeah.
you've made a mistake.
100%. So target acquired was a guy on your card almost clipped someone's ankles.
Yeah, and some other guys and girls that were
Oof, close.
close.
Oh,
Yeah. But yeah, so in tournaments,
few
sticking to the
fair near misses.
theme of tournaments this week.
Yes.
In tournaments, always wait for the card in front of you to be out of the way.
That would actually stop us from hitting each other as well, but we still do it.
Yeah.
Still do it.
Yeah, we do. We still do.
So, the UK WDG and Masters finals at King George V8. I don't know what the V8 stands for.
V8?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's like a car engine, isn't it? A V8?
Yeah, but
What the hell have they got
that's
an
what they
engine?
stick on
You
the end
definitely
of.
can't play disc golf with a car engine.
No, I imagine that'd be quite difficult.
Heavy.
Yeah.
Just
maybe like a
Boom.
four-person throw, maybe.
Yep.
Like.
gonna roll this, boys.
Baskets destroyed.
But yeah, absolutely fantastic. So,
Cool.
as I said earlier, I did all right. Come out with a good, decent enough score. Walked away happy with my game.
Good.
Richard smashed it. Richard won the MA4 division.
Okay.
He got closest to the pin, and when we say closest to the pin, he wrote on the sheet 2 millimeters away from the pole. He was being generous.
Do you think he pole smoked it then? Is that what you're
Oh
thinking?
yeah, so it hit the ground and rolled round into the pole. But
Oh.
I genuinely believe that touched pole.
Yeah.
And then we were saying that the only thing that could beat it would be an ace.
Yeah.
Second round, he gets a spit out
On the same hole,
on
Rich
the
did.
same hole.
Sugar.
Spit out
Mate,
ace.
okay, so this guy, Rich, is coming so close to getting an ace. It's so, like, it's
Yeah.
in the air. Like, it's
Yeah.
in the air. It's going to happen soon.
Yeah.
Like,
But,
Bedworthy's had it.
but
Now they're here. Gosh.
but really, really fantastic. Really well organised. Really well put together.
Yeah.
Obviously, I've just spoke about it as my favourite tournament so far, so I'm not going to talk about the prizes and stuff like that they give. And that wasn't the reason it was my favourite. My favourite was just how well organised it was,
Yep.
how friendly Zoe was,
Okay.
so bright and bubbly. Like,
Zoe is great.
yeah,
Zoe
Sick.
is.
really bubbly. Really, as soon as we walked in, it was like, "Hi guys," and
Yeah.
just absolutely fantastic.
Sweet.
Like, and there was no. Every tournament we've played in so far,
Right.
there's been one dickhead that's got highlighted. Not always the same dickhead.
No.
But like when you played at Gillies and I walked over to you guys, like,
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
shush, not
yeah.
bad.
yeah,
Shush, man.
how's it going, boys? Shh, like we was at
That
the
shush guy.
Masters.
Yeah. Like, guys, we're like Ben and me were in the bottom group. Like, we're not winning.
No one's even teeing off.
We don't even care.
And they were below us, weren't
And they were below us. They finished below us.
yeah, and no one was teeing off.
Yeah, it was just
like
we were just talking.
very
Just-
weird.
Yeah.
And then we had the guy that I played it with in Stonehenge. He was very much like, well, that was shit, weren't it? Like, do you know when you
Okay.
make a mistake, like especially tournament? I know we can banter with each other and
Yeah,
wind each
but
other.
we know
up.
each other. We
We
know
know
each
each
other.
other.
We know, yeah.
But when you're at a
long
tournament and somebody like throws it into the bush, you go, yeah,
You can't do that.
You can't do that.
Yeah, you're just like, it's gonna be a bit of a tricky out, ain't it, mate? Or
Yeah, a bit of
oh,
bounce.
we're all allowed one of them a tournament. Just something like that.
I do have to hold back the.
Hey.
But he was proper like, you threw it off the fairway, and he was proper like, well, that was shit. You know,
Oh.
yeah, cheers for the community spirit there, mate.
Positive input. Thanks, mate.
And
Yeah.
then the last one we entered, I can't for the life of me think where it was. It must be Mount Mowbray.
Right.
And Richard played with a guy that was very much like.
Oh yeah,
So
Rich said
Rich
yeah.
was under the basket.
Oh,
he,
was
he
this
pick-
the-
he picks up
yeah.
his disc. He taps the bottom of the basket and goes to walk away. And the guy goes, "I'm gonna let you off this time, but next time you must make sure you let go of the disc."
Yeah, I remember
And he
him saying
picked him
this.
up on all the rules like that.
Yeah.
And
That happened to us at... Oh, yeah, because it came out really funny because Rich didn't know what disc to throw and he threw it in front of him. And then a guy called him out saying like, "Oh, yeah, you know, that could have counted as your drive." And then Rich with the I'm not... This is so not Rich. Just turned around and was like, "Well, actually, it hasn't gone past the tee pad, so technically it isn't my first shot." And I immediately went... I wanted... Like... If he said that in front of us, I would have gladly put up a handbag and gone, "Ooh," you know.
We would have given
I know.
him some
But
stick
like,
for that.
I would have laughed.
Richard is the type of guy that just turn around in that situation and just go, "Shut up, you."
He would. But it was funny because then he just looked at me and I was like, "It's going to be one of those rounds." That was the second hole. I was like, "It's going to be one of these rounds."
But on Saturday, there weren't a single person.
That's
like
great.
that. Everyone was just really friendly. There was bits where like one of the guys went, "Do you reckon I'm within the 10-metre circle?" And I was like, "Mate, I ain't going to tell if you ain't." Like, he just laughed and then took a jump put. I think he was outside of it, but
Yeah.
like no one really cared too much. Like,
We're not like, yeah, because obviously you're, like we were saying at the beginning, it's MA4. Like we're all not like going to be pulling
there
people
was
up
one
and whatever.
point where a guy was going to put, because I'd already put it, and like when I got my putter out, I just stood next to the basket, cracked open my can of pop, and he went, "Mate, do you mind taking a step back?" And I was like, "Sorry, I went full casual mode."
Well, the thing is, because I'm standing here, so you can hit it into me, and I'll put it in the basket for you by accident, because that was a really good drive, and I don't want to miss a putt. Smile, Lee face.
But we're not pros. If I was on the pro card, I'd get it. If I was on the
I
main
could
one,
understand,
I'd
yeah.
start to understand.
I could
I'd
understand
start getting
it.
ready for the pro card.
Yeah,
But we're the lowest division.
yeah, we're here because this is either A, our first tournament, or B, we're filthy casuals, and we wanted to come to this tournament.
Yeah,
like,
that's some
yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
Like, and it's not like I'm saying we should cheat and help each other out, but you know,
It's not going to make a difference at the end of the
Yeah.
day.
Yeah, oh,
Yeah.
100%.
yeah. But finding people out like literally abusing the rules.
Yeah.
Like if someone throws a disc in front of them, they just throw a disc in front of them. But anyway, back
Yeah.
to the point. Absolutely fantastic day.
Yeah.
Big up to the people that organised it.
Sweet.
Big up to UK Women Disc Golf. I'm going to be at their next event.
Sweet.
I'm going to keep my eye on their website now,
Okay.
which is UKWDGA.
All the acronyms.
All the acronyms.
All the acronyms.
I'm not sure it's .co.uk or .com. I think it's .co.uk.
Okay.
So UKWDGA.co.uk.
You know when you're trying to find a game on Gran Turismo and it's like, what is it? Pro-Am 4-5? Like, that's what he's just reeled out. It's like, what is it? It's this division, okay? It's all good.
But yeah, I'm going to keep my eye on their tournaments and
Sweet.
stuff. I'm going to try and enter them all because I had such a good time. I don't imagine that I could go to one of them and it'd be a bad time.
Cool.
I don't think you're allowed to have a bad time around Zoe. I think that's a rule.
That's fair.
If you're having a bad time, she'll perk you up. Just be like, why are you being miserable? Like,
Yeah,
come on.
I got that impression. When we met her at Mountain Mowbray, she was great.
Yeah.
And when, I say, this tournament, she ran it really well, really
Sweet.
perky, really happy.
Awesome.
So absolutely smashing.
Awesome.
What a brilliant tournament.
Fantastic.
And Richard loved it as well.
Yeah.
Well, he's gonna love it, ain't he? He won 2 discs, a towel, 20 quid Amazon voucher, and an 80
Cleaned
quid
up,
back.
mate.
He had a phenomenal, but to be honest, I can say from what we've been playing the last couple of weeks, certain things Rich is doing, I can potentially say in confidence, like at a tournament he could, if he's on it. Like especially his putting recently, he's been, if he's on it, like
Yeah, his point wasn't even on.
he wasn't.
No, anything he had to put from a distance, he was up.
Wow.
But his drive was so spot on that he had to very rarely put from a distance. So it
Fair.
didn't matter.
What a
That
lad.
that is his game.
Yeah, he was just picking
Yeah.
the disc up and putting it in the basket.
Good lad.
If he has to make a long putt, it's because he's up part of the
Yeah.
most important part
He's
of
got a
Dick's
long.
game.
He's got a long
Yeah.
put on him.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
if he has to do it,
Yeah.
it's because what his game is hasn't worked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because his game is land it under the basket.
yeah. I don't want to make a long put.
Yeah.
Nah,
Which is the smart game.
it is.
Yeah. He can do it, and that realistically, that is if I'm analysing Richard's game,
You know exactly.
he just makes massive drives.
He's
and then just
insane.
drops it in.
And
He's
he
got a
keeps
good arm.
saying this, that he wants to play doubles with me at some point because I've got a really good putt on me, and he reckons that me and him are clean up at doubles.
Probably.
Don't need it.
Yeah, but what we're saying is, if we had to play doubles in his best shot, anytime he did put himself a bit of distance,
Yeah,
I
it's
could
true.
finish it up. No, I ain't.
It is true.
But yeah,
Yes.
dodgy rules.
A dodgy rule, you say? What have we got this week? I always look forward to this
Well,
segment.
first of all, that's my favourite little intro.
It is. It is
is good.
basically Resident Evil 4 guy. I just put on the accent and it sounds amazing. I just wish we were on audio because it'd be like dodgy rules and it'd open up a trench coat with all these rules. And like, what are these?
So, I don't think you know about this rule.
Sure, probably
but do
don't.
you know about the abandoned shot rule?
No.
No.
Right.
Abandon. What? You just leave it?
Yeah.
So you throw it and it goes. You don't know where it goes, so you abandon it.
No, not quite like that.
Oh, okay.
But you can abandon a shot.
And what happens when you do that?
You drop a point and retake it from where you know. So if you throw your disc and you hit the tree right in front of you and you land in a bit more of a position than you was already in,
Right.
and you go, no, I'm not having that. And you take the drop shot, you take a point, and you just tee up. You go again.
That's really interesting.
So
Yeah.
Mando holes.
No, because you go +1 over anyway, don't you?
It's true, but
Depends on the rule set, I would say.
Mm,
the rules
yeah.
of the hole.
And
Yeah,
it
okay.
does say something along the lines of if you abandon a shot and there's a drop zone,
Go to the
then you
drop
go
zone,
to the
so-
drop zone.
okay.
I presume that you can't just throw it in front of you and go and abandon that shot and walk halfway up the
Why
fairway
not?
to the drop zone. So I think the rules would be within the tournament of like if you throw past the Mando, then try and abandon the shot, or you throw through the Mando and abandon the shot.
So if
you
we
then go to
said-
the drop zone.
if we go 3 then on at Bedworth, and you've got to go up the hill, because recently I've been shanking it into that first bush a lot. I could do an abandoned shot and just re-tee.
Retake, take a point.
I don't think it's useful at Bedworth.
Well, how that pocket is at the moment, I think so. For
Oh,
me
no.
personally.
Because I think that by dropping the shot and going back to the tee pad, you're taking a risk of doing the
You're
same
just
thing
further
again.
back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think if you actually walked up to that shot and took it, I think where it'd be useful is, you know, like your favourite moment of me and Gillies,
Yeah.
when I literally threw it into the same tree and it actually dropped in a worse position than I was to start
You just
with.
abandon that shot and
I
add
just
a
abandon
+1.
that shot and have the +1 and start from a metre away from the tree and try not to smash it into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I suppose...
If you've gone
I suppose you-
arsehole into the bushes,
yeah.
I suppose if you threw it into the grave at Bedworth, that might be a time you go...
I'm just going to take the +1 and re-drive.
Yeah.
No, like there are areas where if it's 2 shots to be moving, so 1 to get up, 1 to get out of the bushes, and then 1 to start moving again.
Yeah, you just abandon the
you'd
shot.
Abandon the shot and take
I think as well that's obvious. You could easily do that for like, I know I'm going to bogey this hole, but I'd rather re-tee to then get it closer so I can know I can bogey. If you did a better drive or something like that, instead
Now-
of risking it for a biscuit.
Now, I'm not suggesting that when you're at a tournament, start calling the abandoned shot rule, because I imagine that what that'll cause is half hour worth of people Googling on PDGA
Yeah.
to ensure that I'm telling the truth. But I've been onto the PDGA rulebook.
Here we go.
It does clearly say you can play the abandoned shot rule. And it's literally called the abandoned shot rule.
What is
So
what is it
Google
under
it-
though?
Google it for yourself.
Print it on a laminated business card. Keep it in your disc golf bag, and just whip it out.
Mate, if you know you do some
The
rules wrong,
laminated card.
I was going to say you should have a binder of them so you know what the
I
rules
think we
are.
should make dodgy rules folders
Yeah, I'm in for that.
with all
That'd
the
be
dodgy
hilarious.
rules in.
It's rule.
Make
Like
it into business card size,
Yeah, yeah.
and just be like,
Have a lanyard ready to go. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
The only thing that you have to do
Mm-hmm.
is announce it to the group that you're about to take an abandoned shot. It's the only
Oh,
thing you have
okay.
to do.
Okay.
So what after you've thrown, you'd immediately go,
I'm abandoning.
I'm abandoning that shot.
I'm going to throw
I'm gonna
again.
Kick off again.
Yeah. So
Okay.
There's rules like that in other sports, isn't there? Like snooker, for example, you have to nominate the colour.
Yeah.
So reteeing effectively. You can just retee.
It's essentially
Okay.
a loud retee.
Yeah.
I suck. I want to throw it again.
But you may use it for... And this is where I think
Hear me
I'm
out.
surprised I've not seen it used on the PDGA. Because at first I thought, I've not seen it used on the PDGA because they're so good that they don't need to abandon
Yeah.
shots. But what about them putts that hit the rim, drop down and roll half a mile back?
Like-
Why they're not abandoning that shot and just taking the point and just putting
Yeah.
it in?
I've had a thought as to why we're not. I've thought about this more in depth. If every time we went out of bounds at Bedworth, we played where we went out of bounds,
Yep.
you might consider abandoning the shot.
Yep. Yeah, there's lots of reasons you might consider abandoning the
Because if
shot.
you end up 6 foot in front of you and you're out of bounds,
Yep.
you've got to play from 6 foot in front of you and take an extra shot.
Yeah.
If you abandon that, you're already taking an extra shot, but you're going to get all the way up. If you're playing from... Because if you think about it, you'd probably be in a worse spot.
Yeah, and you're going to take the extra shot anyway, so
Yeah.
it wouldn't affect the
Yeah,
out of bounds
okay.
rules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But if we play from out... We obviously play... Sometimes we play from where it's landed out of bounds.
Yeah.
But if we play from exactly where it went out of bounds,
Yeah.
there are situations where you'd be 10 foot in front of you.
Especially hole 9.
Yeah.
If you had a late release hole 9 and you went out of bounds and you played it from where you went out of bounds, you're playing amongst the trees. Like
Yeah.
literally in a
bush.
mini
Yeah.
forest.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's lots of reasons I think you'd use it. I reckon it might be one of them dodgy rules that do come into play.
I freaking love this. Yeah, because I'm thinking, why wouldn't they do it? Because recently there was a mad, unfortunate putt that happened for Nicholas Antala.
Now Niklas an opportunity. Yes. Come on. Oh my God, that's the worst roll I've ever seen. That's worse than...
This putt's perfect, is it not?
Well, let's see.
Maybe a touch high, but
Okay.
that
yeah.
is brutal.
I suppose if you're pro,
Like-
even if you're 20 metres away, there's a
You
putt
make
there.
the shot.
Yeah,
Then
that's
what-
it. And that's what it was for
What
that.
brought it to my mind is hole 11.
Yeah.
What, at Bedworth?
You can go out of bounds almost immediately.
Oh, yeah.
And if you don't come back in and then go back out of bounds, you're playing from down by the tee pad.
Yeah.
Whereas you could just re-drive, take the +1 anyway, and
Yeah.
be in a better spot.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah, no, well, I agree. We'll see how that comes into use in the future.
That's a good dodgy rule. I like it. That was
It is
good.
a good dodgy rule.
80910.
And when-
809.01.
that sounds like a really hilarious phone number as well.
901.
So that brings us to quickfire.
Yes.
The quickfire segment. You've not got time to think.
Okay.
You've not got time to ramble on.
Okay.
What's your favourite disc?
Level 3.
Sensei.
Yeah.
Yeah. No argument.
Construct.
Okay.
What's been your most rewarding moment recently?
Learning how to forearm with certain discs, mainly the CACs. That's been really rewarding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ben.
Rollers.
Sweet.
This is what I mean about quickfire. We're on it. Like, you can't
Yeah.
explain it too much,
Do
but
you
it's
know
like
what?
them.
Mine's the same. Since getting the Rolo, learning how to. So when you throw the Rolo for the first time, it's gonna roll, but it's just gonna roll randomly.
And like how?
Learning how to throw
Not
it.
100% accurate.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Ben is the,
Well, Ben's the exception.
exception here. You can't make it roll yet.
I'm a phenom.
I'm a phenom.
I'm piss excellence.
Yeah. Makes
That's my second Talladega quote.
That
Nice
is.
quote this
You're going
episode.
good. I'm waiting for a Mel Gibson line to be said, mate, or something soon.
Yeah, throwing that Rolo, making it roll where I want to roll.
Yeah,
Been my
fair.
most rewarding moment recently.
Yes,
Why'd you carry on playing?
it's fun.
Why'd you carry on playing?
Spent about 300 quid on discs.
That's fair. That's fair.
I love getting better. Just love getting better at the game.
So much fun.
I'm not going to get 300 quid back for them.
Brilliant. That's actually so funny. Oh,
Nah, it's fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
gets
it's
me out of the house.
it's true.
I've actually wrote the most converted disc, but the most coveted disc. Whether you own that disc now or you're still waiting to own the disc, what's your most coveted disc?
Glow lots.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because,
No, you ain't got one of them, have you?
yeah.
That is the one that you got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
they're yearly stamped, aren't they? So I've got
Yeah.
the one that they change every year. So that one's like,
Yeah.
it's an antique. I say this a lot.
It's true. And you have a CAC Z as well. They no longer make those.
Maybe it's that. It's probably
Yeah.
the CAC Z.
Oh,
Can't
get
get
it
'em, mate.
anymore.
Yeah. True.
Don't make them like that anymore.
They definitely don't.
Mine's the Saint Pro. Can't get it in the UK. And when it does appear in the UK, it sells out so quickly.
Okay.
And I want this very specific Saint Pro. I want the one with the wolf print on it because it looks sick. I love the Saint. I would love a Saint Pro.
The Page Pierce Z Flex Passions that we got.
Yeah.
We got those. They're
They
pretty
are
sexy.
all-
Anytime that goes in the bush, I'm like, no, I'm not
No,
leaving.
no.
I'm not leaving.
We're fine in
That
that.
is, it is a very pretty disc.
Yeah.
I just think that whole
And we all saw it and went, yes.
that whole run of Discraft, we talked about it on a podcast, they just all look pretty.
You're just giving yourself time to think. What's
Yeah.
your most coveted disc?
Is it one that I need to own or that
Either.
I have?
The
Oh,
one
well,
you've
you-
already got.
Already
or-
got, but you really wanted before you got it, or one that you're still craving?
I'm craving to get in another PD because I
Yeah.
really threw that really well until I lost it in a bush, and I really liked the PD.
One that I've not got. In of a Goblin.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, that's a good pick.
It's an end of a disc and it's called Goblin. I don't know the numbers.
It's just
But I've
I
wanted
just
one since I
one.
found out there was a disc called the Goblin.
The
See,
Goblin.
one that I have got is the Beetle, but what a disappointment that turned out to
Mate,
be.
I got a Spore. The Spore is such a fun disc. It bounces off everything. It's like a giant rubber ball. It's great.
I love the Beetle, but it just doesn't do what other people can do with it. Other people
perfectly
like
fine.
flick it and it flies.
I'm pretty
miles
positive
and
every
miles.
time we do a 4-play video, you're going to add the Beetle now.
Oh,
forever.
100%.
Forever.
100%.
Yeah.
You're gonna get the Beetle, the Zephyr.
All the mad
I want
discs.
pre-warning that we're playing 4-play, so I can bring some discs I don't normally put in my bag.
Okay, fair.
What's your favourite sub game?
Sub game.
Yeah, game that's not actually disc golf, but we're playing with
4-play.
discs. 4-play.
4-play. Every time.
Yeah.
Or Bergmasters.
I
Yeah.
do love the round of Burma. I think 4-play is just for me, because we're not supposed to like expand on it, but like throwing your mates discs where they've said this is really good, and then you go like whatever, and you throw it and you go like, oh, maybe they're right. you know,
Full play has become a screw over game.
it has
Like,
been a screw over
it's-
game,
I think it was created as a way of trying other people's good discs.
and now it's
but it very quickly wasn't that.
yeah.
Yeah. I like the put off. We play put off every week. I
Yeah,
enjoy
put
put
off's
off.
good. to
put
be
off's
fair.
good fun.
Like, yeah, I love my put off strategy.
Yeah, go big or go home.
Just crack one
'cause
from
when you
really
crack
far
one-
off. And I'm like, yeah, got it.
Yeah, I love it.
I win this round.
I know, because as soon as one goes in, we all start throwing, and then as soon as it's left our hands, Ben's like, nowhere near. It's like the trash.
It's the mind
It's the
games.
mind games.
But the thing is you can go out in 3 shots or win it in 1.
Exactly. Go big or go home.
It is the mind games. Once
is.
the first disc misses and it's the see ya.
I'm just like,
Right.
it is the see ya. Like, oh my god, it's so good. That's
I have a
fantastic.
very specific strategy to winning put-offs.
Yeah.
It's true. It's so funny. Oh.
Mate, love it. But thank you for listening for another week. There's your 5
Yeah.
quick fire questions. We've had,
love it.
We've had a lovely chat about
I
tournaments.
like quick fire questions.
I do.
That's a good section.
It is, but I think we brought it in every week. We'll start running out of topics because some of them could have been topics.
I was like, we haven't done quickfire, and I love using that jingle. And every time we mention something, we have a gun noise. So I'm like, yeah, that sounds fun to put in the
I think
podcast.
2 a season, maybe.
Yeah, I do.
We don't want to run out of topics. We're already running dry.
That's true. That's a good point.
I think we need Tony Montana saying, "Okay, I've reloaded."
So,
Start with quick fire.
Okay, I've reloaded.
so join us next week for the
Just
most
broken.
interesting books we've seen in disc golf.
Yeah, 100%. What are you going to say, Ben? Just because
I
I'm
was
just
gonna
like,
say-
what are you going to say?
I was just gonna do Tony Montana.
Do Tony Montana before I do the ending. Go on. You know you want to.
No.
Okay. Okay. All right. So
Okay.
let's go. It's just like it's not even the big. It's the line from Heat. Ben Jones. Why'd you like her? She's got a big ass. She's got a great ass. But yes, guys, that has been Discheads. If you've enjoyed it, please leave a like. A like is much appreciated. Comment below. Tell us your thoughts. Thank you for all the comments and also all your support as always. Yeah, I know, it's amazing. And we'll see you in the not too distant future for more of our podcast and more of our videos because they're going to come out every Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, British Standard Time. I don't know, English time. There we go. That's all I'm going to say. Have a good one.